Guys and girls, it's Noah time!
Alright, so guys and gals, today I'm going to teach you about how to create your own formula and then solve for max and min. So guys and gals, it's Noah time. Okay. This here is going to be part 2. Part 2 is creating your own equation. Yesterday in part 1, I give you the equation. You complete the square and you find max and min. Now you're going to creating your own equation. I'm going to guide you step by step how to do this. Okay? And there's two types. The first type, really, I call this fencing problem. Type 1. Fencing. Or we'll just call it fence problems. This question is really famous. In every exam, they always huck in a fence problem. Now, the first fencing problem you can get is this. A farmer has 50 meters of fencing. A farmer has 50 meters of fencing. He wants to build a rectangular fence. He wants to build a rectangular fence. Rectangular fence. So here's what I have farmer. He has 50 meters of fencing. You go out and you build a rectangular fence that's using 50 meters. The question is this: what should the dimension be? The dimension be to give maximum area. What should the dimension be to give maximum area? So here, if you notice in this question, I didn't give you any equations to work with. In the questions before, I give you an equation of a spider jumping, of a water fountain. In this question, there's no equations. I just said you have a 50 meter of fencing to build. You want to build a rectangle with the largest area. Your question is, what should the dimension be? So guys, let's draw a little diagram. Here's my farmer. And here's his farmer hat. He wants to build a rectangular fence. Everything must add up to 50. All your sides must add up to 50. Your area has to be the max. I'm going to let you take a minute and take some random guesses right now. What should each side be so that your area will be a maximum? Let's see who can give me the highest area going to be using all 50 meters of fencing. I'm going to give you a few minutes where you play around with this. So I'm going to give you a little challenge. So you're going to create a rectangle with the largest area using 50 meters of fencing. For example, you guys can say that this is 40, this may be 5, and this has to be 20 and 20. But my area is 100 if I do this technique. This is just an example. Is there another dimension that gives me the highest value for area? Your challenge is to create a dimension that gives me the highest area. Let's see who can come up with the largest area. So I'm going to give you a few minutes to try it out. I'm going to walk around. You have about 4 minutes to complete my challenge. So if you were to do a random approach, you say, hey, let's just do this. Let's do 50 divided by 4. Random approach. Now 50 divided by 4, 50 divided by 4 gets you 12.5. So you're saying this is 12.5, this is 12.5, and then you want 12.5 times 12.5, And a lot of your guesses, I heard, was 156.25. That was a lot of your guesses. I don't know if this is correct yet, so let's figure out who's right and who's wrong. I'm going to show you the mathematical way of doing this first. So let's erase all this stuff, and I'm going to show you how to do this properly now. In fencing problems, the first thing you're going to do is look at how many meters of fencing you have. This is 50 meters. Okay. Would you agree that I don't know what this distance is right here? I have no clue what it is. So let's just call it x, because I don't know what it is. If this side is x, what do you call this side? Right here. It has to be x also, because in a rectangle, opposite sides have to be the same. So let's label this side as x. Okay, so far so good? I didn't do anything hard yet. Here comes the fun part. What do you call this side now? No, that's where the error lies. You can't use y. I'll show you why in a second. You have to use in terms of x. Y would work, but it's not. What is it for this side going to be? X squared? Not x squared either. Here's the reason why. Would you agree that if I add this side together, that's 2x? So now, if I add these two sides, that's 2x. So to get this side, would you agree this is 50 minus 2x, what else? Divided by 2. That's where it's tricky. Now let's simplify. This is too messy right now. So let's simplify this as 25 minus x. Would you agree? So this missing side right here really is 25 minus x. So let's draw my rectangle again. So this side is x. This is 25 minus x. Question? Oh, why is it 25 minus x? Because this is 50. Because when you divide this by 2, this 2 affects both of these numbers. Okay? So guys and gals, there is my rectangle. Here are the sides x. Here's the sides 25 minus x. So now, my formula for area equals to x times 25 minus x. Because area is base times height. I want you to expand this out, and then you get the formula for area. Area equals to 25 minus x squared. Oops, sorry, 25x minus x squared. Let's rewrite this proper way. Minus x squared plus 25x. What you're going to do now is you're going to complete the square. Go for it. Complete the square at this, and it tells you what your maximum area is. What is your max area going to be if you complete the square? So take a minute right now and complete the square. So first thing you notice, there's a negative sign right here. You got to factor that out. You can't leave it in there. So x negative squared minus 25x. And we go through the same process. X squared minus 25x divided by 2 squared, so this is we plus 156.25 minus 156.25. Again, there's a minus sign there. And I'm going to simplify this. You should have y, or area, sorry, That equals to negative x squared. Negative x. It will simplify it into minus 12.5 squared plus 156.25. Hey, guess what? Everyone who said 156.25, you are correct. Because if you look at this right here refers to max area. Max area. That's what it refers to. That's your maximum area. This right here refers to when it occurs. So you can say max area is 156.25. It occurs when x equals to 12.5. Okay? That's the correct formula you have to use. So let's look at this, analyze this again. See, the reason why you can't use y is, in all my questions that I give you, there's only one unknown term, x. You can't have y in there. Guys and gals, try this question. I'm going to come around and give you cards in 1 second. A farmer has 100 meters of fencing. You should be able to do this now with understanding logic. He wants to build a 3-sided fence along a river. So this farmer wants to build a 3-sided fence along the river. So it's going to look something like this. Here's your river. Here's a river. And instead of using a 4-sided fence, he realizes, look, if I build my fence so one of the side is the river, the animal won't drown. Let's say the animal is afraid of water. The animal will go around here, it drinks water, comes back. It won't drown. Your task is, what is max area? What's the maximum area this farmer can build? Have fun. I'm going to come around and give you guys your cards. Good luck. Over time, your challenge question will get more challenging each day. So this is the first couple of days. I'm going to give you easy ones for you to earn these cards. Tomorrow, or Monday, it will be more challenging each day. So a farmer has 100 meters of fencing. He wants to build a 3-sided fence along a river. What is the max area? Good luck. Let's see how we can figure this one out. Same logic. Use your logic to understand how this works. I'm going to pause it and let you have some fun. And pause. Well, what letter do you use for this one? X. So Darren says, hey, let's put X here. Which is correct. There's no issues with that. Darren, if your top is X, what's the bottom? X. Correct. Here comes the interesting part. This is actually easier than the last question because there's only this side you got to worry about. Eeny, meeny, miny, mo. Crystal, what do you have for this side? 100, sorry? 100 minus, I didn't hear the last part. No, I didn't hear the last part again. 100 minus something. Yes, that's what I heard. It's 100 minus 2x. Because all these together must add up to 100. Guys and gals, now you have this side. Create your equation. It's just base times height. So we'll look what I'm going to do. I go area equals to x times 100 minus 2x. I didn't need to divide by 2 because this side is missing. The rest you can figure out on your own. Okay, so go for it. Take a few minutes, just work out this out on your own. So this will be, I'm going to write this in order. Negative 2x squared plus 100x. Now, here comes the fun part, completing a square. Do this on your own, and tell me what is the maximum area, and what is x value going to be. So I'm going to give you a few minutes, and give you a head. So guys, so all we're going to do now is just basically complete the square. So I'm going to factor out -2. We go through the same process. And the whole point to complete the square is put into a form where I can easily get the answers to. Minus 50x. Okay. -2 x squared minus 50x. And again, this is a key part. 50 divided by 2. Question. 625? 625. Did you multiply by the 2? Did you multiply by the 2 to bring it out? So, a lot of you will have, hey, Mr. No, that should be plus 625 minus 625. But don't forget, you're going to bring out this negative 625, right? By multiplying with the -2 in front. So that's the key. You got to be careful about. And I'm going to use the shortcut technique, so that should be x minus 25 squared plus 1,250. A lot of you can get up to here, but if you can't get the answer or don't know what this means, you're going to be in trouble. You're going to say max area is 1250. It occurs when x equals to 25. Just like the time. The spider can jump this high. It occurs when the spider's time is at given. So your last thing you should do is go back and actually replace these with actual numbers. Instead of writing x here, you can write now 25. Instead of writing 100 minus 2x here, you can go back and write down 50. Because we know what x is. And this here is 25. So there's the dimensions of the fence. So next time your parents building a fence, you can actually tell your parents this will give you the maximum area. Voila. And this is used in real life example. So next time you're at construction work and they ask you build me a fence with the largest area, this is what you do. And we're going to take a short breather and I'm going to let you do some work and practice this. And that's it for today, for now. So your work. I give you one challenge question to do. Page 177. Number 17. Now to do number 17, all I'm going to ask you to do is one thing. Find max area given the diagram. The diagram. Fine. You can ignore all that A, B, C to F stuff, because when you find a max area given the diagram, that's all, you're covering A to F. So your diagram from 17, and I'll give you the whole class to work on this. It's not a three-sided fence anymore, but it's a fence with little slices in between. Maybe you want to have to raise some chickens here. Okay. X. And total, you have 280 meters of fencing. 280 meters of fencing. Your task is create the largest area based on this. What's the largest area if you have 280 meters of fencing? Because then maybe the farmer says, I'm going to raise some chickens here, some hens here, and some baby ducks here.
Chickens and hens are the same thing.
Really? Maybe they don't want to get those mixed up. Right, guys, get crack-lacking. One question, then after this, we're going to take a break and get you some reviews to do. But that ends your problem for today. If you need a hint to solve this, we know this is x, this is x, this is x, and this is x. Okay? Now, a lot of you are confused because you say, Mr. No, what the heck is this? See, to figure out this, we have to go 280 minus 4x. That gives you how much of fencing remains. But we got to divide that by 2 because you got to have two sides that are the same. So you got to divide this by 2. So really, each side is 140 minus 2x. There's my thing. So my area equals to something times something. Okay. So we know that this side is 140 minus 2x. So we just go 140 minus 2x. Guys, gals, figure out what I'm multiplying this by. What am I multiplying this by to get area? 140 minus 2x times x. Because that's the height of the rectangle. Guys, gals, the rest is up to you. If you did this correct, yes, your answer? What's your max area? If you did this correct, max area should be 2450 meters. It occurs when x equals to 35 meters. So guys, gals, it doesn't matter what shape I give you. It's all based on the same concept. How well can you work with area? Okay? All this is just basic knowledge that every one of you has the skills to solve. It just, can you take it one step further? And that ends our lesson for today.